Inclusive teaching, supporting all students in the college classroom. The importance of feedback.
Giving students feedback is an important part of teaching in general, and a very important part of developing an inclusive teaching practice. Giving students clear, timely, and actionable feedback that helps them to make progress toward meeting the goals of the course is essential to helping all students succeed. This feedback can be especially important for students who are from diverse linguistic, cultural, and educational backgrounds, who have varying levels of experience, or who need additional support. There are a variety of different types of assessments that instructors can use, and they offer different opportunities for students to practice developing skills and for instructors to offer feedback and support students' learning.
The research is clear. Practice and repetition and feedback are all crucial for student learning. First, students need low-stakes environment where they can practice and build on skills, reinforce them before the final assignment is due and before they're asked to perform in a way that's going to be graded. It's also clear that students need feedback on the work that they're doing, right? So it isn't enough that they practice alone. They also need the instructor to come in and really help sort of steer them in the right direction. And that's not necessarily red marks on a piece of paper, but specific comments, right, that help the student develop their ideas or to set them on the right path if they're in a lab, for example, right, and might have made a mistake in a calculation. So I think the sort of pairing these two pieces together is crucial, and they really can't be talked about separately. Because feedback and practice are crucial to student learning, it's all the more important as well then that feedback arrives in a timely manner and students are getting that feedback when it's useful to them, right? And will actually lead to their further development of those skills before they are then assigned a grade or tested on their performance. Feedback in also some situations can come from fellow students and from peers in the classroom. But I think a really important consideration here is that this type of feedback and the process of peer evaluation and review is structured so that students are really trained in the art of evaluation, right? So it's not simply a matter of having students, trade papers and have at it, right? Ask questions and provide feedback. It's important that you potentially, especially for undergraduate students, structure the kinds of prompts and activities that you want them to engage in with their peers' paper or their peers' project, whatever it may be that you're peer reviewing. Some of my favorite strategies around this it's called Movies of the Mind is one, which really gives students a very authentic sense of audience. And essentially how it works is that a student will be asked to tell another student what's happening in their mind, what is happening, what are they thinking about as they read a particular section of that paper. So it gives them this immediate authentic audience, and they can then go back and make changes not based on negative comments, but about what's actually happening in another student's experience. Another one that I like that also encourages analytical skills is creating a skeleton of the paper. So a fellow peer could read it and then try to reverse outline it. And that provides immense amounts of feedback for that student about what's being picked up on by their audience.